It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, sleep Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. Stop the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, sleep Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. Stop the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so low. Everything's about Chelsea, feel like pride. We're repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, sleep Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel that pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. It's a blue morning show where the vibes are flowing, so fresh, so dope. Everything's about Chelsea, feel that pride. We repping our team, standing side by side. Win or lose, we carry that blue. Cause Chelsea, see Chelsea, it's all true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. In the stands we jump and sway, feel the beat. Got that rhythm in our hearts, can't take defeat. Every match we rise, watch the game unfold. Blue blood running deep, our story told. With every win we celebrate our crew. Chanting songs for Chelsea all day, it's true. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, 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 no one. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud as the crowd. So the banners fly high under the sun. Every player on that field, together we run. With each kick we feel the passion ignite. For Chelsea our hearts shine forever bright. All them a cheer, them a cheer. Cheer, 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 loud, loud, loud. No. All them a cheer, them a.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. Welcome for another edition of the Blue Morning Show. I do hope you're all doing well. And today, as usual, we have a mashup of news hunting and then the match preview exercise proper, the lineup prediction exercise. And if we have more time, we'll do the combined 11 for Everton and Chelsea Football Club. But I do hope you're all doing well. And I know a lot of Chelsea fans are concerned, nervous, and you could argue not looking forward to the game because, we've had a bad run of games in recent days or weeks. I'm not sure which will be the most accurate right now. Yeah, but we've been in poor. We've experienced poor showings from our beloved club. But that's by the way. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And without wasting much of your time, we will go news hunting as usual. Yeah, because it will be a mashup of news hunting and the lineup prediction exercise. Let's get into it without wasting your time. Let's see, what do we have here? My bro, Zion Alwyn, is always nice to see you, bro. I do hope you're doing well. And thank you for finding the time to join the conversation this particular morning. It's still 4:15 a.m. CST for me. Hello, bro. It's 4 a.m. At the time, so probably the same time zone. And just seeing the notification for the live show. Good morning to you. Good morning to you too, my bro. And happy day, Exhibit 8888 Chelsea. Okay, what a name. And Chichi Eze. Thank you for joining the conversation. As they used to say in Enugu at the time, I like making fun of my sister and her friends. You'd hear something like Neke one. But Chichi, I do hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the conversation. Big up everyone. Ebro, nice to see you. I do hope you're doing well. And big up to you to Mabasta05, NB5, NB05. Hopefully Chelsea can get a win against Everton at home. I hope we do. I think that would change a lot for us. I don't want to have a horrible Christmas. Big up to you too, Mabas. Nice to see you. Mio, thank you Nne, for the prayer. I appreciate you saying that. But Chukwu Gozigwagi there. Let's see. Let's move on to the next part of the show, news hunting as usual. Let me do this. I think that'd be correct. This guy here, open this guy here, and start. How many items do I have open? I hope my screen is not will not act up today. So the first item, we'll be reading a lot of comments, excerpts from the manager's presser. This one here, Enzo Maresca says, "We are in an era where everyone can say what they want." Ooh, preach. And I know what drives that comment of his. And it says 1 week ago, probably after the Arsenal game, when we were second, everyone was thinking that we were title contenders. Houston, I'm going to say something I've already said here before. Last season, I didn't think we were in the title race. This season, I don't think we are either. And if it changes and we end up winning the title, hallelujah, I'd take it. But I don't think we're quite there. We're not ready yet. Yeah, I know we've made immense progress, but as a unit, as you can say, as a group, I don't think we're quite there yet. But we're getting there. We've made great progress. We've actually progressed far better than than I had expected. But that's, by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And kudos to this man also. He's done a good job himself. Yeah, title what? Yeah, we had a gentleman on the panel about 4 weeks ago, so a month ago or 2 months ago. He was certain that we're definitely in the title race and that we're gonna win it. And I told him, look, I love my club, and I appreciate the progress we've made with this crop of young players. But for me, in my opinion, given where we are with regards to our project, that we're not ready. And he swore that, yeah, we're definitely in it, that we're going to see the surprises, experience the surprises of our lives. But that's by the way. Here's the thing: if we win it, I'd take it. But I still don't think we're ready to win it. That's not to say it's not possible. The possibility is still there. Mathematically, right now, it's still actually possible. And in football, we have something called the underdogs. That's why it wouldn't make sense to say, yeah, you're certain we're not winning it. So it's just but in my opinion, I don't think we're ready yet. Um, Let's see. And Abe here says, why are we not in a title race? So most fans don't understand that we sure have the talent. Maresca is not up to the scratch. That is your opinion. If you were given the squad, do you think he can win it? It's not down to your ability as a manager. And I think it'd be accurate to say it's not down to to Enzo Maresca's ability as a manager. A lot of factors are in play here. The inexperience. We have a very young squad, very inexperienced. You cannot get consistency from them. And without achieving consistency, you just cannot win the Premier League. It's really that simple. But we're entitled to see it differently. But for me, in my opinion, we're not ready yet. We're close, maybe next season. But right now, I'd say no. But big up to you too. Albert, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Maresca is not a bad coach. He should have been given the players he wanted, but the board didn't do what? Didn't back him. That's another argument for another day because I think, yeah, they signed the players he wanted because as I've told people, I don't see a world where we'd complete the signing of a player, especially a player was signing to join the first team without him saying, yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, I can work with that player. Yeah, so it just doesn't work like that. Coach, he says, but PSG have a lot of inexperienced young talents. Yeah, we do have. The French league is not as difficult as the Premier League. So if you want to get into that debate, but I get your point. Yeah, I'm not saying because we have an inexperienced side that we're not capable of winning stuff. We've won two already. Yeah, but you get the gist. We will be there next season. Chances are, I mean, we could end up winning it this season. Yeah, the possibility is still there. The season isn't over. I've sent it, but I'm going to try to send it to you again. So let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the conversation this morning. And if you're following the show, if today is your birthday or your friends or any of your friends or family members, if today is the birthday of one of them, just let us know so we can celebrate with you. That's what we do. Pop the balloon, may also pop the fireworks, whatever it is, just let us know. We'd like to celebrate with you. Usually we do it for paid members only, but yeah, it's Christmas. So we can do it for any one of you. Let's see. Those who work with Maresca describe Maresca as being a steady personality at Chelsea Cobham training ground, not a man to rant and rave or get too high with the victories and too low with the defeats. He sounds like it. I think that's this particular report is reflective of what I've observed from the way he carries himself or the way he speaks after a defeat or after a win. He never gets carried away. Yeah, he celebrates, but you could tell from the way he speaks, yeah, he's the sort of person that knows there's still a lot of work to be done. But I have my friend and bro on the panel here, the captain of the community in Constantine Dante. Big up to you, Dante, for joining me on the panel. I do hope you're doing well. And I'm quite sure you'd be interested in commenting on the first report here, whatever you want to call it, from Enzo Maresca, where he says 1 week ago, probably after the Arsenal game when we were second, everyone was thinking that we were title contenders. 1 week, everyone is complaining. It's football. It's our business, and yeah. But Dante, let's hear your thoughts on that, and I do hope you're doing well. More importantly.
Yeah, I'm good. Big up, coach. Big up, everyone in the chat. Whose birthday was it?
No, I'm just asking if anybody is
Oh,
celebrating their birthday today, so we can pop the balloon. And
okay. No.
you will not believe how I solved this flickering issue.
Yeah. Well, what was the problem?
Just had to reduce what's it called, the ISO and a few other things, and I wasn't sure what I did, so I reset the camera so that the issue will happen again. I just wanted to make sure I find out what I did to fix the issue, because I wasn't going to be happy if I didn't know.
Well, that's
But go
good. At least
ahead.
very good, coach. What are we talking about, Maresca?
Hmm. Yeah, his comment on people raving when we beat Arsenal and Barcelona, and now they're complaining. He sounds as if he's not concerned about the
Oh, yeah,
compliments.
yeah. I did read that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Look, of course, he's not concerned. He knows. He knows. Especially, I'm sure he knows this Chelsea fan base pretty well by now. So I'm sure he knows. They're not happy with losing, even drawing, to be honest. So
Hmm.
yeah, look, he's realistic about it. He knows wins makes everyone happy, but it would be good if some of the fans were a bit realistic as well. But unfortunately, that's not
I
how
mean,
it
it's
happens.
not their thing. They
Yeah, it's
speak
not the
three. You can say three things that are important to them: win, lose, or draw. They judge you by it. One of the things that you can say outcome, based on the outcome of the game.
yeah. It's just too quick. Like, we beat Barcelona, absolutely destroyed them, actually dominated most of that game as well against Arsenal. We did very well against Arsenal as well.
Could
After
have
that,
won
people
with
were
10
saying,
men.
"Oh, yeah, now I trust him a bit more. No, he's the man now." And then I see those people saying, posting after 7 days later, out, Maresca out. That's it. It's too much. Can't take it anymore. My
Hmm.
goodness, after 7 days. So yeah, look, I think the fan base is a bit too jumpy, a bit too emotional. Uh, they just remember the last couple of weeks. They never, seem to remember the rest. So, and the context behind everything, and how hard it is to coach, and especially with players out, injured, not in form, etc., new players. So it's not as simple as people think. So look, you have to give him a bit of, I think he's earned our respect from last season. I think the fans that are really out now and making big noise, most of them are, we know who they are. They're the ones that hate the ownership,
Hmm.
that hate Maresca because of it, and some of the players as well. So it's mostly those. So we shouldn't pay too much attention to them.
Yeah, I agree with you. Here's the thing: the truth remains, I understand, because I was like that before I became a content creator. If Chelsea start underperforming, what I usually do is delete all sports apps I had on my
Oh
phone at
wow,
the time,
okay, good.
so I don't get notifications. So
But this
because
is when
having
Mourinho was here, and yeah, we were a bit different then. We
yeah.
expected to win because he had the team to win.
Hmm. But because I've become a content creator, you can say I've trained myself to be able to not say much when I'm not happy. Because yeah, I've realized when I didn't, you can say, have that measure of control with regards to how I deal with Chelsea losses. I've found myself saying things that I looked at later on and regretted saying them. So, but that's by the way. Yeah. For me these days, no, I just try focus on figuring out what went wrong, what could the manager have done differently, to get a better
Break it
result.
down a bit.
Um,
That's why we're here to break it down.
yeah, exactly. We break it down. But that's by the way. Let's see what else do we have here. Dante out. A lot of hate for Dante already. Let's see.
It's that time of the season. That's why.
Yeah. It was Victor Moses' 35th birthday yesterday. We can't pop balloon for a belated birthday. Sorry. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. I got pop balloon for who? Is it your birthday? Let's hear you. Yeah, the room is no longer its place. The heat wasn't the issue, and yeah, because yeah, I'm not sure, but I found out what caused it. So yeah, I don't think we are unreasonable with Maresca. Yes, post Arsenal matches. It's not that we lost it. It's the manner. Yeah, I think I agree. The manner we lost or tied, we were toothless. I agree. But there are other factors also that it's important that you look back and consider. The fact that, yeah, the players were tired. And then, but the last game, the question is, why did he start the players that looked used? You know, but that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along. Where I says, wait, you were telling me to back Maresca. I'm not telling you to back Maresca. You don't have to. You can go naked, run onto your street and start screaming Maresca out if that's what tickles your fancy. If it's gonna make you happy, go ahead. I'm not
That's
telling
your
you to back
opinion. That's your
Maresca,
opinion. Yeah.
and I will not. He deployed three center backs and a fullback in away games. That's not the first time. I think the biggest issue was that we lost. Had we won, I don't think a lot of people will be we'll be discussing who started where. Yeah. I remember when people were complaining, Reece James playing in the midfield and Malagusa playing in the midfield. When we were winning games, there weren't too many discussions about it until, we started having issues. It has become the most talked about issue within the Chelsea community. Deployed last season and this season with similarity, erratic outcomes. You call that progress. I call what I call progress. If you don't see progress, go ahead. You heard me, Wira. I love you. But if you don't call it what he's done so far since joining Chelsea, if you don't see progress, that's you. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. For me, I've seen immense progress. He's not been perfect, but I've seen great progress. Okay, you're entitled to disagree. I'm entitled to say I've seen progress. Let's see what else we have here. The devil's advocate, don't mention it. I need to concentrate. This team better not make me in vain. Fuel don't cost. Yeah, expensive, right? Niger is hot. Very. Players were tired because he rotated the wrong way. And didn't you hear me say it? I wasn't happy to see Marco Correa and Enzo Fernandez on the pitch. Those two players in the previous game, in the game before that one, they looked used. They had no business being on the pitch. But I don't work for the club. I wasn't in the dressing room or the training ground. They were okayed by the medical team to play. But I think, they were poor enough the game before that one for everyone that even the fans were able to tell that, they didn't look good. But that's why we keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the conversation this particular morning. It's 4:31 a.m. CST for me. So let's go news hunting as quickly as possible. We'll come to the combined 11 and then the Chelsea lineup. And our lineup comes out at 7 a.m. my time. So I'll be paying attention to that. We've read this. Is a calm individual. Hardly again, he's not perfect, but I agree with you, bro. Enzo Maresca, if you look at our first 11 in games like Arsenal, Barcelona, Atalanta, Tottenham, and Wolves at home, it's the same. It's the same 8 or 9 players. Enzo Fernandez, Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, Pedro Neto, João Pedro Mala, Gustav Reece James, and then he says they always play. If you go from Bournemouth to Atalanta, you mentioned 5 changes, but the same 8 or 9 players are always there. This season is a marathon, not a sprint. If you always use the same players, you will struggle with fitness and keeping them healthy, which was the issue I had with 11 that started against Atalanta. So he'd look at that game and says to himself that it was a mistake starting those 2 players, maybe. But it'd be accurate to also say those 2 players weren't the reason we lost on the day. But go ahead, you wanted to say something.
No, exactly. And let's not forget, we had chances to actually even win that game or draw at least. So we did create the chances, but then, unfortunately, that didn't quite work out as well. So Yeah, look, I think he realized that. He knows, like I told you, and I told everyone, the sports science, the medical physios would have had a word to Maresca, because they know once you reach those 4 or 5 games in a row like that, you go to that little red line. So they come and tell you. Maresca would have spoken with the players and Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella, and they wanted to play. They said they're good to go, and the medical staff would have cleared them as well. So then it's up to the coach. So the manager makes that decision in the end. So yeah, that's where we can criticize him. He played them. They didn't work. It didn't work. They did look a bit off. So we definitely picked that out. That's a problem. But I mean, in hindsight, what if the others played? Would have changed the result? Well, we don't know really, to be honest. So we could have lost worse, maybe. Who knows? So he just needs to balance that. It's a fine line, especially I think because there was a bit of pressure building up. So he just wanted probably to get that win and probably just cement that top sort of 8 spot, maybe. So he put his best players out there, most of them. So,
It
but it
turned
didn't
out to
work.
be a mistake to some extent
In the
because
end, it didn't work.
I don't think it'd be accurate to say we lost that game because those 2 players started. After
Not
all,
just those
we
two, no.
led.
Exactly. Yeah. Look, a couple of silly errors as well, like he pointed out in the interview. Both goals we conceded were very avoidable.
Which you could say, if you take your time to look at it, you'd find a way to stay connected to the players being tired. So you could say they all contributed to it. And keep the blue flag flying high said all these players are tired playing twice a week. It doesn't wash with me. City, Arsenal, Villa, and Liverpool all don't have okay. How many players Arsenal, how many players do they have out injured right now? It's either it happens to you now or later on in the season. And City rotates.
Exactly, yeah.
They do rotate. Aston Villa do rotate too. Probably because you're focused usually on Chelsea, you're not paying attention to how they rotate their own. Maresca just need to find a way to balance the 2-11 he rotates. That's just that. And not make it, you could say, unbalanced, one much better than the other, and the other one clearly second 11.
And that's why I said, Coach, when Caicedo got that red card, I'm like, the next 3 games are going to be very difficult without Caicedo. So, yeah, I did say that's probably going to cost us some points, and unfortunately, it's cost us. Yeah, it definitely cost us 4 points in the Premier League so far, and obviously a loss as well in the Champions League. I mean, sorry, in the Premier League, 4 points. So we'll see tonight without Caicedo again. He did play. But even he looked, I don't know, he didn't really stand out at all. He was
I mean, they say a tree cannot make a forest.
Exactly. So even that,
because those around him were used. I think it was difficult. He just cannot carry the team alone.
And that's the thing with a player like Caicedo. Sometimes these players are the ones that, to play good, they need to play every game. That's just how they are. If they take a bit too long of a break, when they come back, they're not as good. It takes them a couple of games to get going again. So I think Caicedo is definitely one of those that he likes to play every single game, and that's when he's better. I mean, we've seen that over the last season and a half, basically. So yeah, look, he's one of those ones that can play game after game, no problem.
Yeah, and Shanks, nice to see you. Shanks in the building. I see you like that name. I see. I thought you said you've changed. You're a born again Christian.
Can they change the name?
You no longer want to go. You no longer want to go by that name. Hide is the command I was looking for. What did you say?
Is it how we see it, or can they change their name?
Sorry, no. But he changed his name before from Shanks, even before you.
Yeah, I know that, but. Can they change their name without the at, like at, at?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Shanks in the building. Shanks, nice to see my bro. I appreciate you. Much love to you. And Weira is saying, no issue. He has no issue with James in the midfield, but to also have Gusto packing the midfield from right back. But you have to pay attention to the application, though. He's just there to ensure we have numerical advantage, just to overload areas. Maybe that's the language, this much simpler language to use. While Achimpong is available, Enzo Fernandez hasn't been rested or benched since Karabakh, by the way. Yeah, exactly. So we agree. There was a mistake in terms of selection in our last game. But much love to you,
Yeah,
my bro. Always nice to see you.
he did have
Everybody's
2 weeks
opinion
off though,
matters.
for
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
international break. Let's not forget he didn't go, so he stayed and since the international break he didn't go, so he took that off. So he did have those 2 weeks off. Basically 5 games ago.
Yeah, my boss Kim's so busy, man. We communicate on what's it called, Instagram. Yeah, we do talk there. Yeah.
He'll turn up. We're losing. He should turn up very soon. I'm surprised he hasn't. Usually turns up when we lose.
Sorry, what did you say, bro?
I said Kimso usually turns up when we're losing. So yeah, surprisingly he hasn't turned up
yet. Enzo Maresca, when asked if James can start 3 games in 1 week, could be. Yes, we need Reese, not only in this game, but in all 3 games. Yeah, you can say the losses, unexpected losses, have led to him. You can say he will be fielding players unnecessarily now because he wants to get the result, doesn't want the situation to get worse. And in football, after the first loss, the second one becomes even more possible, and after a second loss, the third loss in a row becomes even more possible. So the higher the number, the more the possibility of the next one happening. The higher the possibility of the next one happening. Doesn't have. I'm not talking. You can trigger the command. Hopefully, our fortunes changes for good today. Collins and Ochiwa, I do hope so. I really want us to win this game. I think we can. I follow football long enough to know that the games are won on paper. You have to put in the work needed. But let's see what happens today. PALMER, I hope is much better and ready to go. Everton is not easy. Yep, they play in a manner that we're probably going to struggle a bit, except if we worked specifically on dealing with a lot of long balls from them, and they are orchestrate a lot of accurate long balls. Yeah, Maresca bringing his Leicester City attitude to our club with complaints about 3 games in 10 days. He had lesser squad depth at Leicester City. No warrants complaining. Okay, thank goodness. Maybe you didn't know when you added a question mark there. Heston, I don't see a manager in the Premier League that hasn't complained about the schedule. Pep does nearly all the time. Managers don't like it. Even some people are saying that the reason again we experience too many injuries in football these days is the amount of game that footballers play, and to an extent I think that's the truth. Yeah. All right, but that's fine. We keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Enzo Maresca at the moment, absolutely, he is in that group that can start every game. So PALMER is fully fit. Is he what he's telling us? Enzo Maresca, PALMER was feeling some pain in his groin. It's something we needed to monitor. That was 12 hours ago, and the previous one, 11 hours ago. So 1 hour later, after this particular report, he's saying he's in the mix. Hopefully, it won't be for the full season, but it's something that's a little bit day by day. You can see it's getting better, and then some days it can be worse. Dante, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, look, like I said, the groin, that's the only problem I had in my career. That was the only one. I never did a hamstring, never did any other muscle, only the groin. That was the only one I ever did. And I had to play probably the last 5 years in pain, basically. 1 week will be good. The next, it wouldn't be good. Then it'll be good. And the thing is with the groin, it's not really operable. It's not something they operate on. They don't do an operation on those. It has to be in a certain spot. It has to be, like a ligament sort of tear, like a bad one to get up. He wouldn't be playing if that was the case. So this is one of those injuries he's going to have to manage, but with much better, physio and care and treatment. I mean, injections, etc. I mean, he should, but he's going to have it all his whole career. I think once you get it, that's what I had as well. I could never get past it. And like I said, there's no real operation for it. It's just about resting it. And even in like off season, if I didn't play, didn't do nothing, when I went back again, same, after a couple of games, close to 2 games in a short period of time and a bit harder training, it would start flaring up again. So it's not good news. It's bad news. Like I said, that's something I know about, and it's something that's very hard to get rid of. Basically, you never kind of get over it. I didn't, and some other players I knew that you just couldn't get rid of it. So it's just about managing it, basically. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's much better these days. Technology, treatments, something they can do a little bit more, more with it. I mean, they spend a lot of money on these players and stuff like that. So we'll wait and see what happens, but it's not good news to my ears. Like I said, it's not good at all.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've connected at last.
Yeah, you were gonna sue me saying it was my fault, right?
Yeah, I have to. I know what's up with you, coach. I know. You can't fool me.
Oh, Bobby, big up to you. Chi, don't say this thing because I have a very dirty mind. If you start saying such thing, I'm not gonna host the show in peace. Leave me alone. Okay, let's see. You're not fighting me.
And we were just talking about the groin, so yeah, be careful, Bobby.
Yeah, Caicedo again in fatigued is unavailable. We cannot rely on Lavia. Isugo maybe, but Isugo we've heard is not going to be available for selection until January. I don't remember that changing. And quickly, as we're talking, you have to go if you're watching the show either on X or Facebook or on YouTube. Go to www.chelseaperspective.com. Request access because it's for invite only at the moment. I will see your email, then we will approve it so you can log in. You do your predictions. You will record your predictions. Record your activities on the web app, and if by the end of December, if you get the highest number of predictions correct, you get a Chelsea thought kit with your name on it, custom Chelsea thought kit. And the app is fun. You can create a lineup and download it, tier list and download it. You can also, there are quizzes there. There are like 4. The last one is Eden has a Chelsea history. That was a new one. Trivia, a whole lot of fun. Match day space for conversation as the game is going on. So you might want to go join and get a chance to win a custom Chelsea thought kit. So let's see. We should cash in on Lavia. It's not possible. Have you forgotten you cannot sell a player that's not injured? And he's still very young. And his age is one of the main reasons why the club will not be looking to sell him right now. Let's see what else we have. Okay, Bobby's complaint in the chat. I'm not reading that. Maresca saying it's normal for us to have this yo-yo from when games come thinking fast. Have you heard this from past Italian managers, Conte, Sarri, and Ancelotti? I haven't compared, and I'm not paying attention. Yeah,
we did have. They had bad moments too.
They do, yeah, exactly. So, but we're not saying it's a good thing, and I think we will. Hopefully, we'll turn things around today. That's all I'm hopeful for, and move on from it. I don't want to dwell on it really. It's no fun, in all honesty, irrespective of how you want to see it. We need that fire from Bobby again. He's here. I'll let him speak in a bit. I know if Bobby told you guys. If he tells you guys that I blocked him or I didn't allow him on the panel, you guys will riot. I know. No, I know. You have done your fantasy team, have you really? I don't remember approving your email, but that's okay. Big up, Bobby. Great to hear your voice, Bobby. Somebody saying big up to you in the chat. Coach, you realize Maresca under pressure. I think Maresca and the board not on the same page. No, you're just making that one up. All right, we're going to bring Bobby on. Just the usual question, and I'm guessing I know the sort of answer I'll get from him. But after that, we go do the combined 11, Everton Chelsea combined 11, complete the lineup, then go news hunting, because we don't want to be playing around and then boom, the lineup comes out, then the lineup prediction exercise will become useless. It just wouldn't make any sort of sense. And the club is looking to sell Lavia. Notice the links to more midfield, specifically CDMs. No, I think that's just people, you could say, driven by comments by former Manchester United players, Nicky Butt, and also Post Coast, right? Both are saying if they were what's the kid's name? Kobe Mainu, that they if Chelsea come calling that they join Chelsea straight up. So that's enough to drive the rumors you're seeing. Do I believe that Chelsea might actually end up signing Kobe Mainu? I'd say yes. It's a possibility because the kid is good. And it'd be correct to say it's difficult to mend his relationship with Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim, but we don't know what's going to happen anyway. Let's see. Pep comments about scheduling of Premier League games alongside UEFA Champions League matches, brought it up, and when asked about Leeds and Bournemouth Premier League performances after Arsenal, that's a difference. Houston, listen, bro, I love you. Enjoy it see it the way you want to see it. We see it differently. So Bobby, big up to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the panel. Are you looking forward to this one? Let's hear you before we go build the lineup. Combined 11, then our lineup.
Big up, Coach.
Big up to you too, Bobby.
Dante, and the guys in the chat. I appreciate these guys really. Listen, first of all, Kobe Mainu. I there's a reluctance in me about him because he's Man United, and I'm not really that keen on their players. But he really does seem to be
I
the
just
kind
learned
of
something new about you. Okay.
what, Man United.
No, go ahead. Maybe
No,
there's
not
a
that.
pattern.
No, I'm not that keen on their players because their players usually don't come to us and do anything special. I hate this idea of just, they come to get away, but really the reason they weren't really being given much of a shoe-in at United was that they weren't that good to start off with anyway. Anyway, things can change. The thing about Kobe Mainu is he seems very much to me our profile of player. He does fit our profile in midfield, and that concerns me because I can see him, if he does come, fitting in. At whose expense, I don't know. I mean, we have so many injuries consistently that saying that he's coming to displace anybody, if it happens, is a hard call because the players aren't playing anyway. Anyway, but that aside, today's game is not a game, as you know, Coach, that I can say I'm doing cartwheels about. And the reason being, Everton have had a full week of rest and training with no injuries, with a focus on Chelsea. That can be good and that can be bad, as we have known. There's no exact science with these things. And as usual, it comes down to us. Which Chelsea will we see? Well, we have a walking wounded. I don't know how much recovery Cucurella had. I think after this game, we should go and wrap him up in, please God, let him stay fit or unscathed. We should go and wrap him up in cotton wool for a week. No question of him playing that Carling Cup game. I will do my nut if we cannot field Jarrell Heto in that game. And if he doesn't give a good showing of himself, then he may as well go because that is a lower league team. It's going to be physical. It's going to be a good prep for playing proper football with the Premier League. So that has to be his game. And if he suddenly turns around and gets some stupid injury during training or that nonsense that they all do, that is totally unacceptable either. So let's see, Cucurella, goodness knows what we can expect from him today. Enzo Fernandez, the same thing, another walking wounded. João Pedro, another one. Yeah, we've got Cole Palmer coming back, but how match fit is he? And I sort of got the tail end of all the gist about the groin injury and so on, which 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I've known many a player get groin injuries and tend to get over it, and it doesn't reoccur. But at the same time, I've known many a player that it reoccurs. Who knows? Who else have we got walking injured? Well, Chalobah, who knows how exhausted or not he would be.
We've been cooking him.
Yeah, a lot. Fofana, well, we all know Fofana and the fact that we have to be gentle with him anyway. And the list continues. And that's what we're going to be fielding against a hungry, battle-ready Everton. It's not going to be easy, but no match is easy in the Premier League. Is it possible for us to win? Of course it is. But we've got to fight for the right to do that. And Everton, as we all know, will definitely give us a fight.
They've been in excellent form, Bobby.
Yeah, especially a David Moyes Everton. So am I looking forward to the game? I don't know. I'll just go into it, but the game has to be played and we have to show up. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. All right, before I go to Jay is not important. I'm going to go catch up with what we have in the chat. He knows it's not important to... All right. The Barcelona, what's his name again? Mark. Is it Mark? His first name is Mark or what? Midfielder. Is he okay? Don't worry about it. Okay, now I remember who you're talking about. But is he serious? Weira says, Coach, after the Arsenal game, you had no confidence of going through the following 2 domestic games after Arsenal unbeaten. I didn't expect any wins. Houston, I wasn't too sure what's going to happen. And as I did say during you could say the previews of those shows that I don't like it when we play mid-table teams or bottom-table teams. That whenever the bigger the occasion, the more confident I feel. And we did compare the 2 teams, and if we had to just go with what the numbers tell us, is say we're definitely winning all of them. So I follow football long enough to not just say, definitely we're winning one. I just like to discuss what we need to do to win one. But sometimes I do make predictions. I say, I think it's going to end this way or the other way. Just like the Arsenal game, when we looked at the numbers, we realized that the goals per game for both teams is still within the margin of error because they were averaging 2 point something, we're averaging 1.9. So it was easy to tell that, there's a chance he ends in a draw. Kobe is one heck of a talent. It's unbelievable he's 20. He's such a fine player. That's why Paul Scholes and Nicky Ball, they're all mad that he's not playing. Because I would take him over, what's that guy that we wanted at the time that PSG signed? Urate. I'd take Kobe Mainoo over Urate anytime, any day. I was hoping he wouldn't overdo it. Yeah, okay, that's my own comment that I'm reading there. Okay, Mainoo is actually a top player, better replacement for Lavia, but we're not looking to sell Lavia, and more importantly, you cannot sell an injured player. Big up, Rich Money Makers. Nice to see you. He says it's bad news with Cole Palmer, but it's it will take time for Cole Palmer because growing injury takes a long time. Also, there are concerns
what's happened to Cole Palmer?
Just one second, that we're not playing. That we're not playing the lone Brighton player for the backup for Palmer. Yeah, but that's what happens when you're a lone player. The club prioritizes the development of their own players because we have Estevao and we have players that are capable of playing there. Bobby, you were saying something. Go ahead, Bobby. Did we lose him? Oh, he's gone. Okay.
No, I'm here. I asked the question. What's happened to Cole Palmer?
Dante, can you explain? I think you understand the situation better than me. But here's the thing: we
Because
read.
Maresca said he's fit to play.
Exactly. But there are two reports there. Two of them that were addressed had Maresca comments. One, he said he doesn't know. Maybe he's referring, you could say, to when he'd be fully free from it. I'm not sure. The second one we addressed said, yeah, he's available for selection to start and all that. But go ahead. I'm not sure.
Maresca said himself on camera in the pre-match press conference yesterday that he's fit to play. So any other this, that, or the other is nonsense. That is what he said.
All from him, both from him. The contradicting report from him.
They can quote and write reports about what he said a week ago, but as for what he said in front of the cameras, live in front of the cameras yesterday, he told everybody that Cole Palmer is fit and ready to play. So any other thing is gravy as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Jay, let's hear you finally. Your thoughts. Jay, are you looking forward to this one? Are you concerned?
Big up, guys. Big up, Bobby, Coach,
Big up
Dante,
to you
and the
too,
chat. Yes, I'm always looking forward to a match, irrespective of the fact that we are in poor form or good form. It's always good to, watch our team play some football. I'm always excited. Now, there are concerns, obviously. I'm in fear, as I am from the last 1 or 2 weeks. And unfortunately, those fears come to fruitions. And I don't want it to happen today, obviously. But yeah, obviously, this match is again going to be a tough game for us due to the fatigue. Main reason will be the fatigue and the form of both the teams also. Everton are in a good run, and Chelsea, as we all know, are struggling from the last 3 or 4 matches. So, yeah, anyways, I am excited. I think the home factor, the Stamford Bridge factor would be quite important. Maybe the fans and, the environment will help us carry through the 90 minutes, and we can come out with a massive 3 points, which I see as a must. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see the team. Look, the Palmer. I heard you guys talk about the Palmer issue. I am worried. I did read about it, and I'm actually worried. Now, worried in not the sense that it's going to, collapse our season or particularly coming matches, but I'm worried in a broader sense about the player. There are contrary reports. Some mentions, obviously, all mentions Maresca's interview and what he said, but in different sense. Some says it's not that big and he's ready to play and all, but the others do raises some concern. I'm actually not, going to mention any flawed sources. I read it somewhere in the Athletic. I think we can trust their source reliable. So they, according to them, Maresca said in the interview that after the Leeds game, he was in bad pain, Cole Palmer. And after the Bournemouth game, he was okay. He was not in that much of pain. So it's very confusing. It's coming and it's going. You can't really say, is it recovering with time or is it getting worse with time? So
that's the groin.
That's the factor.
That's what happens with the groin. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's gonna one game good, one game bad. We will flare up. Maybe another game will be fine. That's what happens with the groin.
Well, then that is going to be a concern for us. I think we needed his service a lot in this coming schedule, which is really tight.
Hectic period.
Yeah, I think we needed his service, and obviously it's
obviously he won't play every game. He already said that.
Yeah, and that is not a good, thing to have. Obviously, he will miss some matches, and even in the matches that he will play, I'm pretty sure he will be going to, play with some kind of pain, which we saw last season with Enzo Fernandez. I think it was Enzo who was also suffering from it. the good thing is that
Enzo's
even in
wasn't it
Okay, fine.
hernia? I think he
That's the
said it was.
hernia. That
yeah,
was
it was
different.
groin, I think, but
No,
yeah,
hernia. It's hernia with
Are
Enzo
they
it
the
was
Fernandez.
hernia.
same
Okay,
or different issues?
Different.
I don't know. Even some says that Messi also had it throughout his life, but anyways, the thing is, some say that it's not curable completely even after surgery, while others say that it is not a thing that is going to alter your whole career. So I'm a bit confused about this whole scenario, but hopefully he recovers quickly, and I just pray that he's not forced to go go to the surgery option, which he's trying to avoid. Obviously, he and the club.
Yeah. Interesting situation, honestly. Concerning to a certain extent. And Jay, if you want to start answering this question, why the heck did we sign Facundo Bonanote?
Yeah, interesting one. Obviously, this is a question that has been that has been floating around social media as well. You can look at in both ways. I think Bonanote has showed some of his trickeries, but again, I think it's I won't compare him to João Felix, but I think João Felix is obviously a superior player. But just a similar case, maybe Maresca doesn't really fancy tricks and all those styles of your dribbling if you're not really contributing off the ball, and he wants certain things from his attacking players, and I think Bonanote obviously does not really fulfill all those aspects of his game, and
He
hence
lacks
he's
in
not
them, yeah.
yeah, and hence he's not been played that much. But then again, there will be also fair questions or concerns because we are struggling with a fatigue with player fatigue, and there's no way that Bonanote cannot be playing 10, 20 minutes here and there. So there was always a scope for it. I think a middle path should have been used, but yeah, I can understand the concerns and questions that fans really poses over him.
Mhm. All right. Anybody has anything else to say before we get on to the combined 11? I want us to get it done as quickly as possible and get to our own predicted lineup. Yeah. So the combined 11 thing, I'm eager to test it because I implemented a lot of features today. We should be able to compare the stats of the two players from the two clubs if need be. Hopefully, I made a mistake, so he wasn't pulling the right statistics, but still, it's gonna be fun. But let's see if anything new emerged as the show progressed. I think that's important. We can always go back to this. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go back to here. Go to Vince's page. Let's see if something new emerged
Coach, just
as the
about
show.
Bonanote, just to add to that a bit while you look for
Mhm.
something. Yeah, look, he played a little bit, didn't quite obviously do it for Maresca, so he's still there. And like I said, the cups are coming up, so I think he'll get game time in those cups when they do come around. So he'll get a bit of game time. But like I said before, he was always going to be just in case, if something, bit of a favor probably for Brighton as well, getting another player on loan as well. So probably a bit of business there as well. So yeah, if we really need him, he'll be used. But being on loan, yeah, he won't be. He was never going to get really used that much because we're not making it permanent. He's going to be going back. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
But
I
if
think
we
it's
need him, if our situation gets, you could say, um, compounds to a measure where we need him, we'll start using him. Except if there's some obligation that if we don't fulfill, then it will cost us a lot of money. Then we'll start using him. Because I remember when we have conversations of our players going out on loan, uh, we knew that the clubs that sign them on loan, they're not necessarily obliged to be using them. In most cases, they sign players because they have a player out injured, because they just want a temporary solution to an area where they lack numbers or on. It's usually that's why these days when you're giving your players on loan, you get the clubs to sign some, you can say, agree to some obligation, or to some
yeah, and it's
clauses.
business as well.
Mhm.
There's always a bit of
Yeah, it's
business
business. Yeah.
involved in that as well. Yeah, just for numbers, etc. Yeah.
All right, let's go. So let's start this. So this is the web app. Once again, if you're not, if you haven't signed up for the web app, better go do it. You could get a chance to win a custom Chelsea thought kit, and it's all fun, really. It's easy to use, very easy. Homepage, still working on it. It's not 100%, and if you once you get to the website, you still see at the top, if you're not logged in, it's still in beta mode because we still have a lot of work to do. But even at that, a lot of stuff, 99.9% usable. So let's go to lineup builder. New feature today. It doesn't have
can't
to stay
find the
like
link
this. You
to
could
that
just
web app.
okay, I'll send it to you. Just the ChelseaPerspective.com. Then you click on you can click on full mode, then it goes full screen like this. Yeah, I figured why not? We had one, that one that that the grass has not been mown. Dante.
We can change the grass on this one. It's nice. I like the night one, the night setting grass. I like that one.
You've tested all of them. I see. So Weira says, why are we thinking of a minor when we've seen Dewsbury Hall misuse when starting? Dewsbury Hall played in a position where it was always going to be difficult for him to play. On the wings and next to Caicedo, just so Enzo Fernandez can be pushed into the number 10 role. You are not happy, Weira.
that answers the question before, but I not why he's here, basically.
Yeah. So look at it. So you can go to the website www.chelseaperspective.com. Then request access. Then we'll see it. Give you access. The reason then it's invite only right now because everything isn't perfect. But even after everything becomes perfect, it will take a while before we'll allow everybody in. But if you're a Chelsea fan, you can go there, sign up, have a lot of fun. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it only the channel subscribers can access it. But I haven't found any easy solution yet. I don't want to go through the process of creating an API. I have a lot on my head. So I'm going to use the one that web engines make it easier to create. KDH is a 10, not a double pivot player. Okay. Yes, the hearing case finished on the 10th of December, and it looks like a fine will be the punishment. We are going to have more talks with Enzo Fernandez and Malo Gusto. Okay. Let's see anything else. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the conversation. We have 35 people following the show on YouTube, 70 in total following the show, 35 on YouTube. The rest are shared between X and Facebook, whether equally, I do not know. So Dante, you say use which stadium? The night one?
Yeah, I use the night one for my.
Yeah, it looks good. So let's do combined 11. So we're looking for Everton, right? Evertonians. Yep. I had to force it to start showing every club.
There's no point doing a combined, coach, because it'll be all Chelsea players.
No. I get your point, but we're good. All right, let's go. All right, goalkeeper. I think Sanchez is a better goalkeeper than the Englishman, in my opinion.
Obviously, that's, yeah.
So let's go Sanchez here.
Goalkeeper, player of the month.
Oh, also, so no need to argue that, right?
Nope.
Okay. Sanchez, between the stick, right back, we have a better right back, in my opinion, but we're going to put James in right back, though. What do you think? 4-2-3-1 structure?
That's what I said. It'll probably be mostly Chelsea players, but yeah.
But I think in the number 9 position, let's see what happens. How about their center backs? How well do you know them? Right back, let's give it to Reece James, right?
Yeah, exactly. Reece.
So come back to Chelsea players.
They have Braithwaite, don't they? Braithwaite.
Yeah, he's been injured. He hasn't played.
Okay, where's James? Okay.
Up.
There you go.
Up.
Yeah, there you go. James here. Left back Makukure. I don't think anybody argues with the Whites. It's just that it's already part of the title, so that's why we just need to do it. But you're correct. Mostly Chelsea players, but in centre back area, they are fit players. Do
Chelsea
they have
players.
better players in the centre back area?
Well, if you look at Wesley Fofana and Chalobah, 6 clean sheets, then you have to, yes, agree. Unfortunately, it's still them.
You think we still have better centre backs than them?
Well, yeah, the record proves it, basically.
So West on the right hand side.
Yes.
Okay. Chalabon. Where's Chalobah? Where did I see him? Chalobah here. All right. Even 2 6s, they're not getting in.
No, they're not getting over Moises Caicedo.
Even Andres Santos, they're not getting over him.
Even that's what I mean. I mean Santos, Fernandez, they're not getting over. Yeah, it's pretty hard for me to find anyone, to be honest.
All right, just okay. Let's see. That's not nice. So we're basically putting them on the spot to mop the carpet with them. I'm seeing we're linked to Anderson, Baliba in Lavia gone in the summer. I don't like Baliba that much. Even Bobby is not gonna like him. He is seriously
he's having a bad season, yeah.
And he's vertically challenged. You can argue the reason for the bad season is because he wanted to leave.
Yeah, so, but you still need to perform, coach, because that'll help you go. Even better.
He's a kid, man. I don't blame him if he says tomorrow that the reason was that the whole situation affected him. I wouldn't blame him, really.
It's not a good thing. That's not a good thing if I was a club looking at that, because that's not what you want. It doesn't matter. You still play to the acceptable level, form, and he's below par from what he played last season. He's below par this season, so it doesn't really matter. You're still a Brighton player, and he's playing every week. You got to still play how you played. Dropping form is not going to help your case, and they're not going to sign him probably if that's the case. No one's going to sign him if he continues this way. He'll be stuck there.
For my world, he was brilliant last season. Yeah.
And that's why you need to back it up for a second season. Always very important. You need to back that season up. Otherwise, you might get a move, but not where you wanted, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. According to Rich Moneymakers Trusted Sources, the SDs need work with the coach, with the recruitment. I have been told that the coach had a bit of say in the recruitment, but the final decision is the SDs. The bit of say would be, okay, I want that player. The final decision would be, we can afford that player, or we cannot afford that player, or here's the reason we cannot sign that player. So more importantly, you've learned that he does have a say. I didn't think you believed that was the case. The third goal Leeds United scored was Tosin's fault. Look, I'm moved on. Please leave me alone. Is anyone else concerned with Everton's height? I think Bobby will be concerned. And
just one player, yeah.
One player alone, who?
The rest are short, all the ones in behind. It's just Barry, the striker. That's the only one.
How old is he, really? I've heard you talk about
him
before.
He's young, coach. He came from Villarreal, I think. He took over Jackson's role when Jackson left, and then he came here as well. So young striker, a bit taller, faster striker more than physical. He's more speed, tall and fast, pretty strong, but not a typical box. He's got speed as well. So, but he's the one that's a bit taller. But behind Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, these players are short in behind. There's no Ndiaye, none of them are tall. No.
That reminds me of the the Brighton kids, Ferguson. Is that Ferguson? Evan Ferguson? Is it Evan?
Yeah, Ferguson. He's at Roma.
Evan Ferguson. What happened to him?
The Roma, he just scored some goals now for Roma. He's playing.
He plays for Roma right now. Some goals, not just one.
He scored a couple this season. He just scored one last night. I saw what I saw. He scored as well. So yeah,
Is
he's
he?
on
Is
loan
he?
there.
Okay, is he on loan for them?
On loan, correct? Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's on loan. Yeah.
Yeah. At the time, the truth remained. Remains again. All the news, all the rumors at the time were all absolute horse dung because we were never interested. We weren't. I think that's my opinion anyway. I repeat, there exists needs to improve the defensive recruitment. I think they will. We're looking at what's his name? Is it Yakeba? How do you pronounce his last name?
Who?
The Leipzig, is it Leipzig? Red Bull
Oh,
Leipzig.
Lukeba.
How good is he really?
Yeah, he's good. He's one of those players that's, remember when I showed you, similar to Levi Colwell, that list that in that certain sort of area where Levi Colwell is, how he plays. He's one of those that was in that circle, in that graph I sent.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was Khalito that sent me his numbers. He has excellent numbers in the 99 percentile for a lot of the metrics.
Yeah. Because he's a passer. He's a passing centre back, left-footed. So yeah, he's a passing centre back.
So he's a ball playing centre back.
Yes, quick, not as tall, but he's quick and strong. Not as tall though, but yeah, he's a very quick player as well. So very technical for a centre back. He's a very technical, gifted player as well. So he's a very good player. He's one of those, like I said, that remember I had that circle who can replace sort of Colwell when we were talking about it. He was one of those in that circle. Yeah, around that profile.
Okay, and just to answer your question, Baliba is highly technically gifted. He's mobile too. He's just vertically challenged. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dante.
No, he's nothing special there. Nothing. It's not his
I
game.
don't think he's tall. Bobby will
No,
lose
but he
his
can jump.
SHIT if we sign him.
Yeah.
No, we don't want any more midgets, please.
Yeah.
We've got enough midgets in the team.
I'm not going to hell. I didn't say it. You said it.
He's not small. I think he's 6 foot. He's not small, but he's not like tall.
No,
either.
is he up to 6 foot?
I think he's around 6 foot.
No, I don't think Baliba is up to 6 foot.
No, I remember.
Check it. I don't think so.
He looked a little bit taller than Caicedo when he was next to him. So maybe a little bit, just under or 6 foot. Then Mabust is putting 6 foot, 184 meters. So he is. Yeah, he might have grown a bit. Let's not forget he's young. He was only 19, 20.
All right. I repeat, Sa isn't going to save us. Levi Colwell will take time to recover, so we need a better backup. So it's up to the manager to choose who he believes would save him. And I don't think Chalobah is going anywhere. I think he's played himself into the team. Credit to him. I think we realized that mid-season, and he's become more stable of late. Tosin isn't the problem. There are too many loud casuals. I mean, he's a human being. Form, they say, is temporary, right? Is that how you say it? Form is not permanent. Form isn't permanent. In all honesty, that's the
permanent. Yes, coach.
Yeah,
yes.
Hopefully he recovers from it. But I'm concerned that given what has happened, that he is currently in that sort of situation that even if he plays 99 games and in all of them proved to be one of the best center backs in the whole world, in 100 games, if he made one single mistake, they will still come after him. Evan Ferguson, I forgot about him too. I didn't even know he was playing at Roma on loan. And Dante said he scores there. Nicholas Jackson saved us against Everton last season. Jackson is gone. We can still beat them without Jackson. Go ahead.
I'm like, I don't know if he scores. I said he scored a goal last night or something when they played. Okay. I saw that.
Lukeba is better than a Badiashile centre back. Kobe would be perfect competition. I like Kobe Minor, honestly. Lukeba is good on the ball, which suits Enzo Maresca. So are we seriously interested? I heard Bayern are also interested. I don't trust Lukeba, too shaky for me. I'd rather Sa. Okay. All right, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom and then now try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. And Robert Boaga says, please, Tosin needs to improve on his game. He is one of our old players, but he just makes silly mistakes. Sorry for remixing what you say there. Oh, absolutely. What else do we have here? Baliba is a tough, he's a tough tackling player, and also, but he's highly technically gifted too. He's not up to 6 feet. Dante, did you check it, Baliba?
No, I haven't checked it. No.
Okay, Chichi is saying, I trust Chichi. He's saying he's not up to 6 feet. I'd rather have Ruben Loftus-Cheek over Bonanote as a Cam. I love Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I still. We need to be Lavia off because we discuss any Baliba or Minor talks. The wage bill isn't looking pretty. Lavia lynching wages in the squad. Rodrigo say he's a part-time player, unfortunately, but here's the kid is still very young, so they will give him time. Remember, guys, we still have to follow this UEFA. I agree. Good players will be gone, or we sign under 21s, or we end up not signing it. But I don't think good players will be gone. Players that want to leave our own. I don't think our best players will leave. Hi to you too, Jabulan in Zumalo. Nice to see you on Trust the Family. Elliot Anderson in Watton would be appropriate acquisition to combine well with Caicedo, Santos, and Isugo to bolster our midfield and get Fernandez, Disasi, Tosin, and Badiashile gone, I think. All right, let's get back to the lineup. Combined 11 here. We'll come back to this, but Ibro has to say something. At Cobham, we have named our medical wing. Look, I like that kid. He's a fine footballer, but I think eventually he will overcome that injury that has plagued him. Really. I really like him. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Joe 10 with Drusbel Hall, Nato, George Estevao, and Quenda to share winger duties. Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the camp requires selfless wingers. I love that guy as a baller, really.
I like him too, but it's not like he's lighting the world up. Hardly, he's not playing that much either. If he's not doing it in Italy, well,
I mean, you could say he suffered a series of injuries too. I have to be honest.
He's been pretty injury free there, coach. He's had a pretty,
but not as much as Chelsea, but he suffered a few.
But I'm just saying, it's not like he's lit the world up on fire there. So I mean, if he hasn't done that there either, you think he'll be doing that in the Premier League now? I don't think so.
What did this person do that led to Nightbot deleting their message? Ooh, and Cassie, I hope I pronounced that correctly, Williams. The reason your message was deleted was because you use how many emojis there? I can't see it. You use tons of emojis. That's like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, around 13 of them. That's why your message was deleted. So refrain from using more than 3. Welcome to the community. And by the way, the machine that's policing the chat deleted your message, not anybody. So don't feel like someone in the chat deleted your message. So apologies for that. I've been saying I'm gonna find time to make it a lot easier, but I haven't. I love them. I got Tuku. Even though I loved Tuku, I got annoyed at him for doing that. No, I have coffee. I can't function without coffee. If I don't have coffee before starting the show, I'll be talking SHIT. Yeah. So Dante, let's continue. Midfield area. Let me just be showing up everything we've added to our web application. Even content creators can download it. The reason I made sure we added something for full screen so that content creators can also use it. So Dante 2 6s, and I prefer the chalk or pencil better than that one, the one with the overgrown grasses. Grass maybe. Sorry, I like it better. It's smooth.
Midfield, coach.
So 2 Chelsea players, who and who?
Enzo and Caicedo, yeah.
Caicedo on the right hand side, right?
Everton don't have really
Anybody
anyone
that measure
that
our players.
stands out there, yeah, at all really.
So, but Caicedo is suspended. Let's go with that. So Andrea Santos maybe, or James and James and what's his name?
Well, you can put Reece James there. You can put Gusto right back. I mean,
but let's just but you're trying to say whoever comes in there will better still.
Yeah, they don't really have a set. It's Ghana and Irogbe, whatever I say his name. Is it younger Englishman, tall kid? They don't really have anything special there. They kind of rotate a bit through there. They don't have anyone like it's not a name.
But since mostly Caicedo isn't available, I think we should give it to Ghana, Idrissa Ghana, his experience. And I think I'd pick him over Andrea Santos given his experience. And he's a fine player, really. So let's go with Ghana. And Ghana is more experienced. Idrissa Ghana is more experienced.
24, yeah. He's the only one maybe you can.
Yeah. So let's go with Idrissa Ghana and Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
Is it Gueye or Idrissa Gueye, not Ghana, right? But I think Ghana is part of his name. Idrissa Ghana Gueye, right?
No Gueye, Ghana.
Gueye, yeah.
Jay Ghana, he plays more than Gueye.
No. The pronunciation is the issue here. We're butchering his.
Yeah, he's not the starter coach. The one Jay Gardner on top of him, he's the starter.
Idrissa, he has 3 names. We're talking about the former PSG midfielder.
Yes, coach,
yeah, but
right.
he's not their starter.
Yeah. So him here.
No, he doesn't start. He doesn't start for Everton, coach.
Idrissa, the former
yes,
PSG
he
midfielder.
does not start for Everton. Jay Gardner on top of that one, he starts more. He's the pivot guy that plays more.
But I would pick him. I would pick Idrissa over him.
No, you got to pick the guy that's been playing mostly and is in form, and that's why they're on the table. I mean,
so
you
remove Idrissa
if you want, but it doesn't really make sense.
So remove Idrissa, right?
Yeah, I would. I'm just letting you know, like he's the more substitute player now, and they're using James Gardner as that guy there.
Okay, let's say they're using James Gardner.
Yeah. That's who they're using more there this season.
Here, where is he? Okay, we'll have to come back to Chelsea. So you think this guy starts over? Do you think this guy starts over? What's his name? Even Reece James in that midfield area? I don't think so, really.
Well, no, not over Reece James probably, but look, he has played there mostly, so and they're on good form. So I mean, you got to give it. He's been doing well, I guess. So he's one of their 2 starting pivot players that plays there. They rotate with the guy you told me, Idrissa, and they rotate with the other guy that I told you. But Ghana's he's always kind of starts in that position. So I mean, on form and the way they're going, I think probably got to give it to him.
The Jay Garner.
Yeah.
All right, we're just having fun here.
Well, let's just leave so we leave a player there from Everton at least as well. Yeah.
And I've been told that our coach doesn't want to rush Josh, but our stupid S is pushing Josh. But our coach wants players he can trust. Wesley Fofana, Trevor Chalobah, Badia Shile. I've never had issue that Josh isn't starting, but except Tosin starting, that usually gets me mad. I'd rather, a young Josh start, make mistakes and learn from him than very experienced, one of our most experienced players. I know, we use age and experience interchangeably, but in this case, both are. It'd be accurate to use either of the 2 factors there, references that of the 2 factors there. I'd rather a young Josh start, make mistakes and learn from it than Tosin start and not give a very good account of himself. So apologies. It looks like the stats for the opposition team players is not showing when you hover over it. So, but we'll sort it out. We're not here to build the app. You use it. Send us feedback. That's a button at the very bottom. This button here, messaging button, is better messaging. You send us, say you found a bug or something. Can we please address it? So 10 co-palmer, right?
Well, are we going the better player or the player that's had a better season this season?
I mean, our players compared to their players, do they have a better 10 than co-palmer this season? If he has a better number, then yeah.
Yeah, Dewsbury Hall does, yes.
You serious?
He does. He's been much better because Cole Palmer hasn't been available. So he's been much better. He's been scoring. He's one of the top rated players in the Premier League.
And co-palmer isn't even fully fit.
Well, because he hasn't been playing. That's what I'm asking you. Are we going who the better player is overall, or are we going the player that's actually in the Premier League
No,
now?
in form.
In form, it'll has to be KDH.
Dewsbury Hall. So let's be objective, yeah. We know Cole Palmer is a much better player, but he's been out of form, so it makes sense. Jay, what do you think?
Yeah, totally agree, coach. KDH is in good form, and one of the reasons that I'm scared about Everton today is KDH. He's been one of those players. He's got that goal against United as well when they were 10 men. So yeah, he's tremendous.
He's
And
scored quite a few
Cole
goals
Palmer
already,
is definitely a superior player, one of the best in Premier League overall. But yeah, in form and this season, it is not comparable right now.
Yeah, it's only fair that we give it to him. We know Cole. Yeah, I agree. So and it wouldn't make sense to just, you could say, slotting Cole Palmer there, even though, yeah, he's in a Dewsbury Hall is in a much better form. So for the wingers, I think our wingers in a much better form. I get it. Grealish, she's done well since he's joined them, but I don't think
No, I
he can
don't.
measure our wingers.
I'll have my questions.
Go ahead.
I think Neto would be probably our winger. I think still Grealish would get that left wing. Again, we're going by form. Him and Dewsbury Hall are two main reasons they're fifth on the table.
So after all, at least they're gonna get in 3 players.
I would actually argue that that Njai guy is better than Grealish this season for them.
Yeah, him as well. He's been very good as well.
Yeah,
But
he's probably asking for a big club.
Yeah, I think he's had more impact. I think Grealish has had a bit more
Njai
impact.
for wings.
Yeah, maybe Grealish is greater for GA.
Exactly, yeah. So he's had more impact as in scoring and stuff. So I still think Grealish, yeah, I mean, yeah. He's the reason, him and KDH are the reason that where they are, basically. They score all the goals and assists, basically, most of them.
I'll agree.
Interesting. So Njai on the left-hand side here.
No, Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Everton, Grealish midfield. These guys, they're auditioning for World Cup, so we're in trouble. They are, so we're in serious trouble, honestly.
They're all right.
I think we'd give it
yeah. Neto
so now, there. Which means Estevao isn't getting in.
No, he's not. Not in the Premier League.
He will not, yeah. We get
Neto.
it. He's a talent, a good player, but it just wouldn't make sense to put him there. I think here would be Pedro Neto. He has a much better GA, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What, Jay, you agree?
Yeah, I would totally agree that Neto will be there. It's clear, Neto. You don't need to, encircle for 1 hour.
Okay.
Pretty clear, yeah. Even though, I mean, he's done more well in Europe, Estevao. So he hasn't really scored.
Yeah, that's also
that was one of the main reasons. One of the reasons why I was furious at Maresca, really. That he didn't play that game. Forwards, is he listed on the midfielders? Okay, midfielders. Where is he?
Go all the way top, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Pedro Pay. All right, number 9. How do their number 9? How do they compare with that?
He's been doing all right, but I still think João Pedro still gets it. He was the player of the month for November. João Pedro was the guy. So
yeah, they are not doing well.
Season,
and the Barry guy got his first goal last match. It was his first goal.
So their number 9s are not doing well.
No,
it was his first goal.
They don't have nothing. They don't feature that much. They're number 9s. They're more Like I said, it's all been Dewsbury Hall mostly and Grealish and
So
Ndiaye
their
in
goals
Southgate.
have been coming from the flanks.
Yeah. Most of their goals come from Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, and Ndiaye. Those three in behind.
Yes, I'd agree. And these three will be the, bigger threat for Chelsea today. I think we should be wary about them three. They are in great
The
form
three
and they link up really good.
Yeah. Look, Grealish is not quick, so you don't have to worry about. KDH is not quick either. That's not their game. Technical players. Ndiaye is quick, so I think we can handle those two pretty well. And then Ndiaye will probably be on that right-hand side, so that'll be if Cucurella plays. Well, it shouldn't be a problem.
I think it's pronounced Ndiaye.
And yeah, I'm actually surprised to see their chemistry. They have been really good, linking up, 1-2s. They are really good to watch.
The three of them.
Yeah, well, they got hard-working players in that midfield that just run, and the defenders, but it's they don't have to be defensive. We know Grealish is not anyway, so Dewsbury Hall does work pretty hard as well. He's always worked pretty hard, but he's still not the best. He's not doesn't defend very well at all. So, and Ndiaye doesn't defend at all really either. So, their two midfielders work quite hard. That's why they rotated quite a bit there. So, yeah, and Gardner's probably been the one that started the most. That hasn't rotated as much. So, yeah, look, they're having a good season, but let's not forget that they only play once a week. So, they get an injury, something, they'll start struggling as well. They'll fade away eventually.
Does João Pedro really have 3 assists in the Premier League?
Sorry?
Does he have 3 assists?
He should, yeah, I think he does, yeah.
But maybe that's wrong. It says
It
7
might be
goals.
wrong.
Enzo Fernandez 2 assists and 5 goals in the Premier League.
Sounds about right. He's our top. I think he's our top scorer. Him and Neto, I think, if that's right.
Go ahead, Dante. What were you saying?
No, it sounds about right. I think Enzo Fernandez does have. He's our highest scorer, 5. I think so. It sounds right.
And Chalobah has, is it 3 goals? I thought just 2.
I think 2.
Okay, Fofana should have 1 assist. Otherwise, it's wrong. So this is correct. So it's pulling the right numbers.
Yes, so João Pedro has 4 goals and 3 assists.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have here? And I wanted to tell who was it? Because you used more than 3 emoji. Who was that? That was Marvel_Republic. If you don't mind, apologies. That the machine, the AI that is policing the chat deleted your message and timed you out for 5 seconds. Apologies for that. Please refrain from using more than 3 emojis, otherwise it will happen again. Yes, to Chelsea signing Sadiki. Okay, Jabulani Jumani, nice to see you. It says, what's the point of Maresca seeing Dewsbury Hall and Bueno coming through our doors if he knows he already is fully stacked in the 10th position? We have cup games to give them ample minutes. Yes, then Dewsbury Hall wanted to leave because had he stayed, I don't think he'd play enough to get an England a call-up from what's his name, Thomas Tuchel. So he had to.
He was our basically conference player of the tournament, the Conference League. He played conference every game basically, so he was.
Yeah, and he did very well.
He was probably our best player in the Conference League overall. He was the MVP, if you want to call it.
And I don't think he'd look back and regret joining Chelsea. 2 huge trophies before
and the
leaving.
Experience. Yeah, no, of course not. Why would he? He won. He'd played it enough. He probably could have played more. If he did stay this season, he would have played a lot this season because Cole Palmer was out. So he would have played quite a lot as well, probably. So, yeah, look, for his career, he knew that it's good to move, and Everton gave him a way out. A starting position in the 10 always. Well, he couldn't turn that down.
Yeah, thank you. So here, Coach, can we hear more chats about how can we assist, sharpen, strengthen our Chelsea instead of the chat taking a lot about we're coming. Relax, okay? Tosin gone in January, it's a possibility. We're starting to hear rumors that, yeah, he, again, if it's not part of the plans, he'd like to leave. So, and I'm not sure. I want somebody to confirm whether indeed he's chosen to represent the Nigerian Super Eagles. Probably. It sounds believable because I don't think he gets a chance for the English national team. They have too many, you could say, good players in that position. And for those of you that have signed up for the application, it has a preset tactics. It has pack the bus, more like 4-4 to a lot of players backward. It has high press. It switches the system. It has counter attack. It has a tiki taka. It has wing play, which is more like also. What are those? The players on the flanks, they're outside the pitch. Oh my goodness, that's funny. It has Gengen pressing. I think a few more. It has Catanaccio, Diamond midfield. It also has Route 1. Yeah, and one more Total Football. So you just play around with it, have some fun. So we're gonna clear this and build our own lineup and then go news hunting. So clear this, please. Where is it? Dante, you've used this before. How do I reset it? Okay, this guy here. So I'm gonna clean this. Let's go. So I'm gonna switch it to 4-2-3-1 so we can build a Chelsea lineup here. I start in structure between the sticks. Usually, Dante, you know me. I don't want the panelists, you say, suffering. So let's go with this. It's no longer combined 11. Okay. I don't want you guys going through, you said, the difficult process of figuring out who starts between the sticks. So yeah, Sanchez, number one. Jay, let's come to you. The two center backs, who do you think starts there? Let's hear you. Then if Dante disagrees, let's hear his opinion.
Yeah, I'll jump to the center back because you didn't ask me the goalkeeper. I would probably play Slonina, but yeah, let's talk about center backs. I think he should get
You
a
don't
chance.
have to crack your brain to figure it out. I did the homework already. It took me days to figure out.
All right. I think there's no really, no real thought should be needed to pick the center backs. I think Chalobah and Fofana has been really good, and fatigue and injury are the only concerns when you're going to see them not starting together. And other than that, I think, yeah, they will always start. Maresca has said that publicly as well, and we all see that as well. Statistically, they have kept clean sheets as well, and defense looks good when they are playing together. So yeah, Chalobah and Fofana, no doubt.
I'm guessing Chalobah on the left-hand side, right?
Yes.
And Fofana here. Dante, do you agree?
Yes, it should be. Only thing is if he wants to maybe rest Chalobah, he's played one of those guys. But as a centre back, you don't really need to rest. It's not, they run the least on the field. So really centre backs are you can play games no problem in a row. Only reason Fofana's not doing that because he came off a major injury. But otherwise, yeah, no problem. And he should be ready to do that pretty much very soon as well. So
did Maresca say anything about Fofana's eyes?
He's fine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and one more point, I think we should keep this in mind that we're going to play Cardiff next, and the Newcastle game will be on 20th or 21st. I think there's ample time. So I think most of the players will start who are our part of the 11. So no rest should be given to major players.
So you're saying we have lesser games, in terms of difficulty measure, right?
Yeah, I think today's fixture, I don't think major player or the main players of our 11 should be rested or are going to be rested. Hence why I argued yesterday about Reece James that he will probably start because against Cardiff he will be rested, and same is the case for Fofana and maybe Chalobah as well.
Yeah, I agree. What are you trying to say, Nemai? Are you trying to say that chances I would still see him? No, there are. I don't know what's the source saying. He's already negotiating with a certain club, a French club. Is it the French club? And I heard that Newcastle are also interested in the secede. Dante, did you hear anything like that? So go ahead, Jay. You saying something?
I don't remember. I think it was an Italian club. Maybe
AC
AC Milan.
Milan?
I don't know.
Yeah, AC
Yeah.
Milan was mentioned.
Yeah, now's the time. But clubs are busy now as well, so you won't hear nothing now till the end of December. That period, maybe even start of Jan. So he will be gone. He's not here. He would have been in the squad already. Like I said, he's not going to feature.
Okay. Dante, sorry, I had to change the the background. It's my turn to choose the one I want.
Yeah, that's fine. No.
I like flat colors a lot.
It's
So
better,
Dante,
on my laptop. It looks good. The other one, but for the screen for the viewers,
I like
that
the
one.
darker one though. It makes the player
That-
the player
I think
spot.
that's the Frost one, right? Icy and Frost one.
The Frost one is the last one. This one
I think this.
is this Frost?
Looks
Yeah,
Frost.
this is Frost. You're correct.
Yeah.
It's Frost. Look at it up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
See, Dante, he will choose the most unrealistic thing. Frost. Stamford
Well,
Bridge.
it is
Frost.
December. There's quite a frost around, I guess.
Thank
Obviously,
you,
you will support
Dante.
him. Obviously, you'll support him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Needs a
Dante,
snowman on the field as well.
Dante, you're left back.
Yeah, look, I would play Hato, like I said, but like Jay said, I think Maresca with the big sort of gap coming up ahead with Cardiff, and then only after Newcastle,
I think
a
those are
week
the
and a half
games
away or
probably
so.
he's planning
then-
to play him.
Yeah, I still think he probably still plays Cucurella, but yeah, of course, I would want Hato to play. But most likely it'll still be Cucurella because what Jay said,
I
and it's an
agree
important
with
game.
Dante.
If we weren't doing that well, maybe he wouldn't. If we were doing really well, he probably, but because we really need to get points, I think Cucurella stays, to be honest.
So you think it's gonna be Cucurella?
Yes, I think it's going to be Cucurella. Look, if it was any Premier League game after this one, no cup game, then definitely Hato. This would be the game where we would have seen Hato. But since it's the last one, and then we'll have a gap, so I think Cucurella will be tested once more.
How many days rest?
He'll be alright.
I think it's I think 7 or 8 days gap in between. There is Cardiff, but then 8 days gap.
All right, Jay, right back. I would say. Go ahead.
I think Gusto, because Reese is required in the midfield, so Gusto.
Yeah, especially given the absence of Caicedo, and he's done a good job there.
Yeah, so Reese in midfield.
So Reese, yeah, I agree. So if Reese comes in here, I think Andrea Santos starts this game. I don't think we'll see Enzo Fernandez. He'd be on the bench. Then, if need be, he'd bring him on.
I think he
This
plays
will be
well.
interesting. This will be interesting.
I think Andrea Santos plays. He didn't play. Did he play the last game? He didn't even come off the bench, did he?
No, he was not given any
come
minutes.
on, but no.
Yeah, I think he can play alongside James. That's a good balance. He actually even more defensive balance, and I think he's better. He's better aerially than the question now is. You say he's better aerially than Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, I will put my same argument. The Cardiff game. I think we have seen this. Obviously, if you are going to play cup games and lower sides, you are going to change your side. But then there are 1 or 2 players which a manager always wants to be there, and I think Enzo has been there. We've seen in the past as well that Enzo, whenever the side is rotated, still Enzo is deployed there because he's one of those few players, 2 or 3 players who's going to you need it there for experience. So Enzo might play Cardiff one, and hence a chance of Santos. But this could be totally opposite as well.
So you're not too sure who starts here?
Not sure,
Well,
but I'll put my money on Santos.
I think Santos, because Enzo Fernandez, he looked used against Atalanta, and that's two games in a row that he's looked like that.
Yeah, I agree, but like we said about Cucurella, Chalobah, same thing. Even Gusto, you can really look at James, Gusto, and Gusto. So The
Yeah.
only thing that Maresca did say, James is one of those players that will not start 3 games in a row or 4 games. I can't remember in the interview. Correct me, Jay. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Is it 3 games or 4 games? He was one of those players with Palmer, Reece James. Which one did he mention in the interview? Is that what he said in the interview, or am I getting confused? He named some players that cannot play still at this moment, 3
Yeah.
games.
Obviously, it's Reece James, Fofana, and Palmer has joined
Yes,
that
that's the
group.
one. Yeah, and Fofana, that was the third one. So he did
Yeah.
say that as an interview, but I think he was asked, can he play? He goes, if need be, he probably can, but they'll make a decision. So will it be maybe just Santos instead of James there, and Augusto starts in that midfield? Who knows? We don't know. I'm just going by what he said. That's all. I expect still James to start. I think he's probably ready to start. It's been a
James
whole year
definitely.
now.
James
So.
brings that balance in the absence of Caicedo, because he can
does, but
read the game very well.
the only problem with James, he doesn't cover much ground left, right. I've noticed that he covers good ground back and forward, but not like, he doesn't really go too far across left too much. So
Okay, he tends to stick to the right hand side mainly.
correct, yeah. So I have noticed that. So yeah, if you play with Santos and you play them both in a more, Santos plays a bit deeper, then no problem. But having him alone there, I don't know. With Caicedo, of course, it's fine, but I don't know about alone. And I think we've struggled. That's been the case, and we have struggled. That's something I've noticed. Even though he struggles to cover that ground sideways.
Yeah. And by the way,
Just,
I'm gonna stop the poll to beg for likes. We had 65 plus people watching, and we're still stuck at 27 likes. Let's try and get it to 100 likes, people who can do that. Should Palmer and Estevao stuck together against Everton? Yeah, I think, I messed up on the poll, copied everything and pasted it in the question, but 72% says yes, start both, let them cook. 14% says yes, but with midfield balance. 9 says no, too risky defensively, and 5% says no, rotate both. And apologies for the mix-up in the men caption. Were you saying something, Dante?
Yeah, just about the James thing. I
Okay,
have
go
noticed
ahead. Let me
we had
collect the poll and
struggled a
back
bit
for likes.
defensively because of that, but depends if Maresca sees that or not. Look, I probably prefer James, if he does play, to play more right centre back, and Cucurella goes forward, because we are going to have more possession and we are going to attack more in this game. We're going to be a bit higher up, and we're
But
going
Dante,
to attack
that's
more.
not going to happen. We have never. I won't use the term never, but it's rarely that Cucurella really, goes forward. He's really the stable one, and it's always the right hand side or the right back that moves
What do you mean Cucurella
forward.
never goes forward? He always goes forward.
No, I have never seen him doing not doing the overlapping kind of, role.
No,
He
box
always
crash.
tends to invert in the midfield, yeah.
He always box crashes. He always plays. He doesn't really go into defensive midfield at all. He goes out wide or in the box.
But sometimes he comes to central area to just
Sometimes, yeah.
to add passing lane.
If there's a player
outlet,
missing, if they struggle to play out from the back, then he slots in there. But mostly he's forward. So
Jay, you were saying you don't think he does what?
Sorry?
You're
What?
saying you're not sure Cucurella that does what?
Overlaps.
I actually confused it with the overlapping runs, which I forgot that it's not at all in Maresca's philosophy. So yeah, I confused it with something else. But yeah, he does crash the box a lot and does come invert inside the midfield and even further sometimes. So it can happen. Just to confuse a little bit more, you guys, remember that Enzo was substituted. Yeah, Enzo was substituted against Atlanta.
Enzo
So
played because he got substituted. Yeah,
exactly. So that adds.
So I'll just put Enzo there, coach James, and I'll put Enzo there. In my opinion, I would like to see. I would love to see James.
How early was he taking off?
I would actually like to see Santos and Finger there, but I'm not sure if he's going to do that. Both of them.
Ideally, I will want James to play right back. Maybe Gusto not playing this game at all. And a
Exactly, yeah.
midfield duo of Santos and Enzo.
Or if
You
Reece
think
James
Gusto
doesn't
is not
play,
going to
then
play this game?
Gusto can play that role as well. So, but yeah, I would prefer that. I would prefer Enzo and Santos to play together.
Yeah. But what Maresca is
And of
going to
course,
do is
Enzo
probably
pushes up.
Enzo and James.
Yeah.
1 second, guys.
It's all right, coach. Just put Enzo there, and that's fine.
You guys okay. We'll see. And chances are Josh could actually start, but
yeah, he could
you
start in the
never
right
know.
back.
Not his match, especially after he started Atlanta.
All
That's the
right,
thing. He did
so
start Atlanta.
put
Yeah.
Enzo there. You guys think Enzo starts? We're not sure how fully fit he is.
Well, look, we're going to be on the front foot a bit more, and yeah, we're going to have more position. Not much, So I think we'll kind of probably need him anyway to break down, because otherwise we'll be too defensive.
Yeah. So Cole Palmer definitely starting this one.
I think, yeah, he has to start. I mean, yeah.
All right. Just give me a few seconds here. The biggest problem we have is no Caicedo, and the fact that Tosin and Badiashile might just start. It's a possibility, one of them. In our
But if he
midfield
started
against
already for
Everton.
Atlanta,
Sorry?
But he should started in the Atalanta game, so I don't think he starts this game.
Okay.
Yeah, and after
In
that
our midfield
possibility.
against, go ahead.
Just saying F that possibility of Bediasil starting. I don't want to see that possibility.
Maresca's pretty much said that that those two they're the go-to partnership at the moment, Premier League. So these Fofana and Chalobah are the two. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
raised bit.
In our midfield against Everton today, James and Santos should be our engine room. Seeing that Caicedo is suspended, then have Palmer and Estevao starting the game. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and we are at 28 likes right now. Hopefully, we get it to 100 by the time the show ends. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. This one here says no, Andrea Santos will play versus Cardiff today. Not today. Not start today. Okay, I get it now. Enzo needs some rest. I agree. And Shanks is saying the issue, we cannot afford to rest Enzo. We can rest any of the first 11 players. The B team are terrible. We are disjointed and full of errors when Maresca rotates, which is why I'm pleading for him to find a way to balance it out and not let it be unfairly in favor of one of the so-called, you can say, perceived first 11. Because I don't think I've heard him call them first 11. Maybe I haven't missed it. So Cole Palmer here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there are options. I think Garnacho starts.
Yeah, look, I think he looked very good when he came on, so I think he starts as well. I think he probably deserves to start there because he did well last game, and then when he came on against Atalanta, he created two of the chances when he came on, so he looked dangerous. So I think he probably deserves the nod as well to start on the left.
And Maresca likes him.
Yeah, he's working hard. He's doing the right thing, saying the right things, training the right way, of course. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I agree. Jabulani Inzumalo says Enzo cannot dispossess win possession from the opposition. Hence, James and Santos must start this Everton game. Your back four is perfect, coach. Okay, I take all the credit. All right. Let's see how you Dante left wing.
Yeah, Garnacho, I think.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Garnacho too. I think Gittins would take a break until the cup game. Yeah. Garnacho. Where is he? There you go. So on the right hand side here, Neto, right?
I think Estevao starts, to be honest.
Estevao, yeah, you're correct. Estevao starts this one. I do agree with you. Where do we find him? Forwards. There you go.
He was
I
fully
think
rested against
Neto.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
I'd
I agree.
ideally, you know what? Actually, I would want, Garnacho and Neto to start because it feels like a tough game for Estevao, similar to the Bournemouth and Leeds type. But maybe it's home, then it could ease him a little bit. But ideally, it's a tough one. So Garnacho
They
and
don't
Neto would
really,
be ideal. But
Jay. They don't really have like a left back. Malenko is not like a physical guy or anything. So
really,
Who's the
yeah, he's
left
not.
back?
Malenko, the Ukrainian, I think that's the left back usually.
oh,
But
Mikilenko,
they're a
right?
very physical side.
No, not
Yeah,
that. They're not that
maybe not
physical
on the
in.
wings. Maybe centrally they are physical. They are good at winning duels
They
as
have
well.
physical
But
guys
yeah,
centrally. Yeah.
anyways, even if I don't want, Estevao will probably start because Neto has been overused. He played against Atlanta as well, and
Exactly. Yeah.
Estevao was rested fully, so he will
Look, I think
start.
Estevao will suit this game better. Why? Because they will sit back more. So that gives, he's more of a technical player than Neto. Neto won't have as much space in this game. Not when it's not
Mm.
from the start, not from, if he comes on second half and, we're up or whatever, then there's space, then yeah, he can exploit that. So I think
Uh,
Estevao would probably suit this
are we
game better.
ignoring the are we ignoring the possibility of maybe Neto starting on the left and Estevao right?
It's a
No,
possibility.
no.
Because Neto was
Usually,
also taken.
usually the sort of thing that leads to Neto starting on the left, if
Yeah,
Maresca is
Neto was also
concerned,
subbed
yeah,
against
if
Atlanta.
Maresca is
He
concerned
was
about the
some, but
opposition player on the right hand side.
I think Garnacho did better than Neto as well. So he played much better the last couple of times. So I think he's one of those that's cooked as well. Neto is cooked, and the wingers do run a lot. A winger runs a lot as well. So as in high intensity sprints as well. So yeah, I would be
Mm.
resting Neto. Like I said, he didn't look that good because of that as well. But that's just my opinion. Look, Neto can probably start, but when you have a player in form, and I think Garnacho he's looked out probably our best winger the last couple of games, to be honest.
Yeah, I actually changed my mind, coach. I think Neto will. I feel Neto is going to start this game.
Over
Just I remember
Estevao.
that he was taken off against Atlanta, and he was looking good. And he put two left wingers on the pitch. So and Neto was looking really good. So there must be a thought process in Maresca's mind that he wants
Even
to.
at
Maybe
the
start as
right,
number 9.
João Pedro will start most likely.
You think
I don't
Pedro
see anyone else
starts?
starting. Not with, especially with Palmer starting. It's probably him.
Interesting. All right.
And he
But
got back
what
to
is
scoring, got back to form a little bit against Atlanta. So I mean, back on the score sheet. I don't think he'll start Gee in this game. Gee, you got the option to be Gee off the bench that way. So
our frontliners must shoot and shoot, okay, and be accurate for goals instead of trying to roll the ball onto the back of the net. Wow.
yeah, and that's why I said Garnacho and Estevao. They like to you saw
They
Garnacho
shoot,
last
yeah,
game.
from outside the box, yeah.
He shot his two chances he created, both from outside. He cut in and shot really well. So yeah, I think that's why I'm saying Estevao. Estevao likes to shoot as well. So
Yeah, you don't need to worry too much. Rumors are that he'd be back in January, but we're already hearing that he's going to go out on loan. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. We'll go news hunting soon, and as soon as we come back, we will call it a day. What do we have here? So we said you guys decided to change Estevao.
I
No,
still say Estevao, but Jay says Neto.
yeah, that's just my change of mind. But yeah, I think we'll go with this.
But I think he starts.
Yeah.
Maybe the manager might decide, explain to him you played the next cup game because it's a Premier League game. It might be too physical for you. Don't want to get injured. I don't know. It just me.
Yeah. But that's the only reason I pointed out the left back is not really like a physical type of left back. He's not a big guy or anything. So that's the only reason I said he probably suits him. If it was any others, maybe, but yeah, I mean how they will sit back a little bit more. Everton like to sit a little bit deeper when they defend. that a more technical players, more against some more of a little bit of a lower block, Estevao's be a bit more effective in my opinion than Neto.
Yeah, I agree. If all these guys we have selected, if they all are well rested, I think we'll be all right. We can win the game convincingly. The only problem would be if they're still exhausted. I wouldn't play Estevao against Everton. Seems like a bad matchup, in my opinion. But I think he can handle himself very well. That I could say he's not the biggest on the pitch, but you cannot muscle him off the ball easily. I'm just concerned about him getting injured. Not that he's not going to be able to perform because it's going to be a physical matchup. I think he'll be all right.
Coach, he's
Sorry,
you can't get. What are you worried about Estevao getting injured?
No. I'm worried. Yeah, but I'm not that worried really. I've seen him play. The Brazilian league can be physical.
Exactly. There shouldn't be. You've already seen he can handle it.
Yeah, so he can handle himself very, very well. So yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. How many likes do we have? I don't think we've clocked 30 likes yet. Yeah, 29 likes. One more to get it to 30. And we still have 72 people following the show on YouTube. Let's get it to 100 likes. I think we can. Let's say, what else do we have here? Just a bit of, I think that's it for the lineup. Maybe add like a bench here. We'll see so that we can look at them and say who comes on. Yeah, this is still not showing. Okay, no, we're not showing opposition players right now, but it didn't show opposition player stats at the time. Okay, here's another issue to fix. Overflow hidden. So it should be overflow show. All right. What do we have? Dante is selfish. Wow. What did he do? All right, bring on the question, people. Before we go news hunting, let's see if anything new emerged as the show progressed. These days, news is scarce, really. Very, very. And let's see. Okay. They think it's going to be, we know the back line, know the mid. We know, except for Neto.
Yep.
Except for Neto, but I think Estevao starts. Because since Palmer isn't 100%, I think probably he'll be to some extent -1, in my opinion. Then they have Barry, Drewsbury Hall. I think Drewsbury Hall, he probably scores. And
we're home as well, so
he can shoot from outside the box. And I think we're guilty of leaving spaces just right outside of our box. And Caicedo isn't available to close up the man. And probably even Drewsbury Hall would know that and would take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that's why I said Santos would be good in that position because at least he'll sit a bit deeper to cover James as well. But then again, Gusto can invert into there and he can help that. But I just didn't see it working. I don't think it's worked too well when Caicedo hasn't been there. Obviously, we haven't been in good form since Caicedo hasn't been there for those games. So just something I noticed. James is very good at defender when he has to go back or a bit to the right, left, back to the right or anywhere. But I haven't really seen. He doesn't go across field. That's the only thing I noticed. He doesn't really. I think that's just in his DNA as well. The way he plays, obviously been always used to the right hand side. So, I've seen we've got beaten a couple of times that way. He hasn't been able to get across.
Yeah. More likes, people. More likes, people. Let's shoot for 100 likes. I think we can do it. So let's see what insights tell us. I don't need to vote, but let me just do it. It's become a tradition. Yeah, a lot of people. Ooh, not up to 70 today. 54% says Chelsea will beat them. 70% thinks Everton will beat us at home. And 29% thinks he ends in the draw. And Chelsea have dropped more points from winning positions at home than any other Premier League side this season. How many games? The way they use more and in their insights, you think it's like 10, 20, or if you hear them start talking about has created most chances, it turns out in most cases it's just one. sometimes two. But that's, by the way, Everton haven't won at Stamford Bridge in the Premier League since 1994. If we lose this one, they'll be asking for Maresca's head.
25
All
years,
right.
yeah.
Sorry?
25 years, yes.
Yeah. So they're going to come for him if we lose this one. Even a draw, they'll still come for him.
I think
Chelsea are winless in their last 4 matches. Everton won 4 of their last Premier League matches, keeping a clean sheet in each victory. That's usually when I'm confident we'll get something out of it, because they've been in excellent form, as we've talked about already. PALMER made his first start since mid-September against Bournemouth on Saturday. How's that important? So just noting that he could start this one. Chelsea have scored just 6 goals in their last five matches. That's not just. Some teams scored just 3 alone or 4. But tell us, how many have they scored? Everton's last 2 away wins were both 1-0. Their longest such run since December 2008. Okay, so for them, they have Brent White out. They have Coleman out. Marlin, is that how you pronounce his name? Rohi, out. And for Chelsea, Levi Colwell, we know his story. Dario Esugo, early January. Moises Caicedo suspended. How many games more?
1 more, I think. Is it 1 more?
Okay, 1 more. Okay,
this is the last one.
Oh, that's okay. The last one. Romeo Lavia, early January. Shoulder injury for Liam Delap, late December. All right. Here's the reason I said I'm not concerned. Everton, in 5 games, they've lost 1. And the one they lost, I think you could argue, look at those games. The one they lost is the only time they played against a team that's capable of scoring a lot of goals.
Correct, yeah.
They lost 4-1 against Newcastle United and are home to them. And I think our average goal per game, you could say nearly twice as much as them. For them, you can break theirs. If you break theirs down, it'd be around 1.3 here, 1 here, 1 here, around 1.1 or 1.2. But in our case, okay, in 5 games, we won 1, drew 2, lost 2. Interesting. So if you're going by numbers, in terms of goal concession per game, and if we're basing the whole thing in the last 5 games, we're in trouble. But usually when I see such thing, that's when I don't get.
Look, we're at home as well. We've been away, we've been on the road the last 3 games. We've been on the road, so I think it's always good when you play at home, obviously.
So our average goal per game, not up to 1. Yep, we scored 1 here, 0 here, 1 here, not up to 1. At most 0.8 something. But that's, you could say, close to 2. So
what happened to Dario Esugo? Haven't heard anything.
A setback. He suffered a setback. He was injured, and we heard, like, let's say we heard something like today. We heard that he's back. He's training with his teammates. Then the next day we heard he suffered a setback.
He was on the training ground, and then he got something, and now he's not even seen in any training picture.
No, I think he's training, but what Maresca said is he felt a little something, so they decided to push back his return, let him keep training, get stronger another couple of weeks just to be safe. So I think he's still training, like intensity training, but he's not, because he felt something. They're like, they don't want to risk it.
That's actually really sad, We would have, he would have helped us really well in the last 20-30 minutes of every match.
Yeah, of course. It's a shame, yeah, I know.
But in the absence of Moises Caicedo, I think he could have played a lot. He would have played a lot.
Yeah, he would have. Yeah, him and Lavia, both of them, obviously.
Now, Romeo Lavia too, both, you can say both not available for selection. but he was unlucky anyway. And as I've said, we've had that conversation actually. He's the closest to Moses Caicedo in terms of agility, aggression, ball winning. He's the closest.
Yeah.
He's
Press
still
resistant.
if you see him, you'd say, yeah, he's still quite raw, but he's good enough to settle the opposition and win the balls. And he can shoot very well, really.
He doesn't get forward. I haven't seen him go past the halfway line much.
No, he can, but he can shoot if he gets closer. He can shoot.
Yeah, he does. For Southampton, he did. Yeah.
All right, let's see if anything new emerged. I don't think anything new emerged, but if you have questions, drop it in the chat. We'll try to address it. If not, we'll be calling it a day soon. That's a 7 o'clock. I think that's a 7 o'clock game. Let me check. Is there a 7
3
o'clock
hours
game?
in 3 hours time.
Is that game right?
Yeah.
So it's 6:18. No, there's no 7 o'clock. Yes, yeah. As our game and that of Liverpool, both are the first games.
Yeah,
for
in
the
3 hours
day.
time, coach.
Yeah, in 3 hours time. But there's nothing to talk about now. That's why I'm asking if people have questions, they can drop it in the chat. But yeah, how many likes? Probably around 32, 31 likes, and we still have 73 people following the show. If you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the video, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. So for the panelists, anything else you guys want us to talk about?
No, all good. I'm all good. Thanks.
Okay.
Not really. Yeah.
Regem says, don't mention. Go ahead, Jay.
I think there are two interesting games. First of all, I think Arsenal are going to play Wolves. So yeah, Wolves are getting murdered for sure.
That's easy. Yeah, it should be easy for them.
And I think interesting one is Sunderland versus Newcastle. That's really interesting.
Well, that's a
I think
derby
that's
as
a
well. So.
huge derby, right?
That's tomorrow, right? Sunderland, Newcastle.
Yeah, tomorrow. I think they are playing after 2016 in the Premier League. That was the last time, so it's a big occasion for them.
Brighton will most likely beat Liverpool.
Probably a draw. I'm saying a draw, that one.
City Palace game is also good.
Both teams are good at conceding.
Look, Liverpool's going to start slowly getting better. They'll recover a little bit now. They started a little bit better, showing a bit of form now. So, yeah, and with Salah not there, they don't have to worry defensively about Salah anymore. So I think that's going to actually help. Well, they've been good since he hasn't played, basically.
I think they've actually recalled him to the squad. You didn't hear that?
Have they? I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I think they're in a meeting, but they won't play him.
Playing.
Yeah,
probably
he will be on bench.
You never know. Yeah, I think I knew they probably were gonna move on from that incident because he's a very important player to them. It would have been a mistake to just, you could say, keep him out of the squad. I think their situation will get worse. Don't mention Lavia. He has a 2-game limit because he breaks like the glass he is. Wow.
That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. He's a 4-game limit. Come on.
And Crystal Palace, Man City, that's another game that's probably,
I'll be playing for City to win.
That man is a miracle worker. I don't know how he does it with that team.
Yeah, I thought he was going to collapse this season, because of the interviews that he was giving. Maybe because of the Mark Guéhi transfer. If Guéhi was transferred to Liverpool, I think he would have left also, or maybe this season would have been totally different. That one player is actually keeping this Palace team in check. Their home form is actually bad. Palace, their home form is not good.
Are they at home?
Well, hopefully they get a draw. A draw would be good for us, I guess. A draw.
So are they home?
Yeah, they're home. Yeah.
And okay, Ibrahim Ivy is saying, is the lab the new version of Remy? I think the lab has I liked Remy. What do I know about him that I can compare to the attributes of the lab?
That's different. Remy was
the lab. You could argue the lab has a lot more to his game.
Yeah, he does.
The lab does have a lot more to his game than Remy. But Remy was a fine finisher on his day, and I liked him a lot. And I hope you're talking about is it Remy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the lap is a new version of Falcao. Falcao was a fine finisher, but the way he fell off the cliff, it looks like he lied about his age. I don't know if you understand what I mean. His career
He's one
died.
of those that started young and really played amazingly for like a long period of time. I think he just burnt out by the end. And yeah, we were signing old players at that time. And when you sign old players, some of those for the Premier League that have been so many kilometers on them, and they come to the Premier League and the pace is even twice where they've played before, well, that you're asking for trouble. You're asking that it's not going to be that good.
His legs were gone, even at United and at Chelsea. Falcao.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what feature should I show people in the web app. I think maybe that's Dante. Any feature you think we should show people? I don't know. Nothing.
No, coach. We've covered pretty much everything. There's nothing.
All right.
Really.
I think. Thank you so much for 78 people still following the show. But yeah, this is where we call it a day. It's been an excellent discussion, and I want to thank Bobby, who was here on the panel, and Dante, and also Jay. I appreciate you all. Dante, the captain of the community. Who else? And for those of you in the chat, thanks to Real Jam. Thank you to Tebejo for joining. I thought you were going to join, but I think, yeah, he got occupied with other stuff. More likes, people, more likes. Yes, we can at least get it to 35 by the time I say bye. We still have 82 people following the show. But the truth is there's nothing to talk about. Apologies and the questions are coming. So it just makes sense to call it a day than stay here and be boring you to death. Ebro, thank you for joining the conversation. Who else was here? Chichi, thank you for joining the conversation. And Chichi, once again, as Umenugu would say, Nick one. But I appreciate you joining the conversation, Chichi. Who else was here? Mabasa 05, Kopama, Nemaya Fowole, aka Kopama. I appreciate you finding the time to join the conversation. Shanks was also here. And if I miss your name, apologies. See you guys next time. God bless us all. And cheers.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. No knock with every chant and roar. We rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world all hearts open wide. From Stamford Bridge, hear our voices to the light. We love for the team stand strong by our side.
Every challenge we will never ignore. In unity we trust. Our hopes on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines. Bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and I would have loved this storm. Every phone's just to there, and there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like a sword. Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust. Our hopes on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines. Bright lights up the sky. Chelsea spirit
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. New knock with every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world all hearts open wide. From stands of grace, share our voices to the light. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hope's on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and then with a love this storm, every phone's Estevão, and there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like we soar. Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hope's on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the sky.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. New knock with every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world all hearts open wide. From stands of grace, share our voices to the light. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hope's on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real does, and then with a love this storm, every phone's Estevão, and there was a strife. You, my heart, keep the blue flame inside like we soar. Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hope's on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the sky.
Chelsea fans, we won't stop believing. New knock with every chant and roar, we rise for the fight. The blue flag in the air, let it fly with pride. We're gonna show the world all hearts open wide. From stands of grace, share our voices to the light. We love for the team, stand strong by our side.
Through every challenge, we will never ignore. In unity we trust, our hope's on the rise. Chelsea spirit shines, bright lights up the skies. And if a cowboy said, for real chance, and then with a love this storm. Every phone says to bed, there was a strife. You, my heart.